Hello and welcome. Right, I have been to fetch this, which is an obvious statement when you think that you've got it with you, so therefore that is true. But yeah, it is. I've not repaired it. I thought I'd repair that. I did. That's why I wanted to bring you in for this. The mower's mowing one of the fields, and we're just going to obviously have to create a new course for this, which I'm only going to do on the big ones. I thought about this. I am right. The animal fields are a little bit tighter, and I have found on other Let's Plays, when you think, oh, bigger's always better, Ohio Richlands, the field that was split, it was awful with the massive one. The coon made a really, really big, horrible job of it, whereas when it's a bigger field, they're absolutely perfect. So yeah, these are bigger fields down here, but those that are up there, I think we could stick to the 8.4 metre one. I don't know if you noticed, I did say I wasn't going to make another course. I have been using an 8.4 metre course, and it worked fine. Yeah, literally there was no gaps, so that really worked quite well. So massive shout out to Cavalier Roy for that. Yeah, I was looking at contracts briefly. But, right, so then this is, which field are we on? 69. And yet more grass. It is nature of the beast, unfortunately. Or fortunately, depends on how you look at it. I actually do like it, although, yeah, it's like anything, you can have too much of a good thing, all in one thing where it's just grass, and I'm sure everyone else feels like that too. Now then, save. Oh, I didn't see what it was. I didn't see what it was. Right, I'm gonna have to do that again, just to remind myself exactly what size it was. Yes, that is right. It is 14.8. Save. Activate 14.8 meters. I think this should be. Alright, let's set you going first. And we don't want any of that at all. We'll go grab that. We're going to go into a time lapse because this is going to be a nightmare. It really is. But did want to share it because this is. I'm not sure if. Yes, sometimes a field is fertilised completely, other times it just is as is. So yeah, we shall see whether the amount we get off this looks the same to me. I think it was fully fertilised. The amount of grass seems to be. The windrows. Well, I don't know. The windrows will be bigger anyway for the fact that we've got a bigger windrow. So. I'm not sure, but it is fully fertilised and properly limed. So yeah, it should be maximum yield from this field, well, from all of the fields. So yes, all that remains to be said is, yeah, I'm going to set this going, and then I'm going to grab the with the big tractor. Yeah, that's true. We're not going to grab with the big tractor because the big tractor's here. We're going to grab with the Vulture and the Massey, the two forage wagons. Yeah, I was going to say forage mixer then for some reason. Yeah, forage wagons. So yes, we shall. But I'm not going to budge from this. We're just going to finish this first, and I'm going to set it going on the first field. So I am going to say my words. I'm going to see you guys and gals on the other side. Now I'm coming out of the time lapse because this has again been a monster session, and it always will be. Yeah, it's true, we'll have a third cut, but this is building for the future. It really is. I can't help it that it is grass, grass and grass. I can't. And even the baling, the contracts are all baling. So far I've not seen any, well, I haven't, no, actually. I've not seen anything else. Literally. Nothing else other than baling. So it's sort of like going from ours from doing grass to go to someone else's to do grass, which is a little bit. So I'm hoping that we've got some digestate in the back end. That is hopefully. I might have to do a baling contract though to actually make us enough money, one silage one at the back end, because our money is slowly frittering away due to the costs of the farm. It is a beautiful farm. It is costing us not a mega amount. It's not quite as scary as Ohio Richlands was, but it is still nevertheless. Yeah, it's chipping away at what we have got. So I think we're going to need to do that. We're going to need to buy a special contract that has very lucrative prices that goes with the contract, called the Slurry Yard by Missy B. Yeah, it's true. I think we'll only need the big one, but I brought this one along just in case. We'll take back the next. All I'm going to do each session is just when we're doing these fields is just the fields. Yeah, I will. The next session I will be doing the fertiliser and liming, and that's probably likely to be the one where we could, if we were going to do a baling contract, we would do it on that session. But we've still got I'm still trying to cut the animal fields as well at the same time, which again is yet more grass, but it's building for the future. On St Cally, which was a very small map, now obviously the scale on St Cally was tiny, but I think we got 270 tons of TMR mixed on that Let's Play that I probably would have never run out of on St. Cali because it was small. But here we could have a 1,000 litres and it would still, yeah, we could still get rid of it all, because I'm sure these are the ones, when we put some cows in, I'm going to start with milkers first, and I'm going to buy full adults, and again we're going to need to get some money for that as well, which I would imagine would come from the silage run, the very lucrative contract. We should probably be able to start ourselves with a little bit. Its money is going to be tight though, so I think, to be honest, we probably will have to, any equipment that we need is going to have to be externally, because until we did the silage run, the digestate run in the back end, then yeah, that's going to be our income, our only income, because we're really building for the future with what we've got. Yeah, it's not really going to be for income. We could, of course, sell some of the silage, but then again, as I said, if we're doing this ourselves, which I'm trying to do this myself completely and utterly, we've got the robot mixers, so I'm thinking we'll literally do this all ourselves. Yeah, I thought it would be. I didn't think I'd need the little one. Yeah, we'll grab the windrow robot back. I mean, we have got some cracking equipment from the sales, and obviously we can't sell our original equipment, which I'm glad of in a lot of ways. Yeah, it does always give it more of a challenge. You can't think, oh, I'll just sell that to earn 60,000 and then I'll be able to do this. No, you've got to stick with it. Or if you're selling it, it's just to get rid of it, because you've not got enough room for the others. So right, let's get this back up. Yes, that's the 3 fields. We'll have a good look to see how much we actually did. Oh, lift. Oh, and there's a little tiny bit there. I mean, there will be little bits, I admit, I know that. I'm not daft. Yeah, there's not many though. I mean, we've been fairly thorough. There's even bits around the odd edge of the field that I've done, but there's going to be some bits that I haven't done. I know that. Yeah, there's not much though. As I say, there's tiny little bits that I'm really, yeah. And you're not going to waste £5 worth of diesel to go and get 50 pence's worth of grass, really. Yeah, I'd like to see. I've changed the thing over, you may well have noticed, to hay now. We're making, we've turned on the grass dryer, and we've switched off the silage maker. So yes, going forwards, well, in the mix, I mean, obviously we've got the robot, but we still need the constituent parts, and we've got loose, so we may as well go loose. So yeah, it does lag behind sometimes, the Voltra. I don't know what it is, but yes, we shall. Obviously the biggest constituent again is straw, so that's something else that we really do need, the straw. So I mean, we have got all of our fields, which I believe is really, well, that's another thing we'll look at. Yeah, don't I'm gonna say there's a tiny little blab, really tiny. Yeah, I think it will be. We'll have a look. Let's not think, let's just do. Yeah, we'll have a look. No guessing, but just we'll look and we shall see what we can see. Let's have a look. Yeah, our fields first while that's unloading. I think they're all dark green stage, if I remember. No, they're not actually. 93 is not quite ready. 71 is oats. And 72 and 93... I think one's barley, 93 is barley, 72 is wheat, which is barley, if it was planted, is next month, but it's not. That's definitely not. You can tell by the colour, and the wheat likewise as late as September. So yes, let's have a look and see how much grass we have got in. A grand total of, no, that's looking at the diesel. Yeah, 933 tonnes of grass and 223 tonnes of digestate and 514. So that's what I'm saying. The mix is normally 2 to 1. So really, that grass wants turning to hay, and the silage is going to cover us almost precisely for that. So the other thing is obviously the straw. I'm not sure we're quite going to have, I mean, it is all straw producing crops, but again, with having crop rotation on, that's going to be, we can't do that again. Yeah, we can't have another cereal crop, so we've got to completely change. Mind you, I have got the additional straw mod on, so yeah, I can get straw, but obviously none of them are as good as the proper straw ones. Yeah, I mean, sunflowers used to be good, but it's been adjusted now to what it should be. Although I always thought it was quite good as it was, because the stalks I would have thought would have made massive sort of things. So yes, that is where we are going to leave this session. Yeah, just have a quick look at this. Grabbed quite a bit of water in this, but it doesn't need a lot really. There's, yeah, lime. I believe we have still got quite a lot of lime though, haven't we? Yeah, we've got 8, 16, 32 tons of lime that we bought in. I think that's why I wasn't that worried. So we should be dinting this, but we will buy some stones to do that. It does seem silly not to. They're very, very reasonable, but again, we don't need them at the minute, so why would you do that? 39 tons of herbicide. That's at a point as well. We could, yeah, what is our precision farming score now? Because we are doing our job very, very well. 66. Yeah, I think if we spray our fields as well, that will also assist. So yeah, I do. I think that's, even though there is no weeds, it's not about that. It's about doing the things that the precision farming knows is good, and it gets your score up. Get your score up and your bonuses are better. It's win-win, really. So yeah, we'll grab some stones. Let's buy some now, though. No, we don't need it. It's true, we have got that to fall back on. I don't think we're going to need any more this year. I think that's going to tide us through right the way through to the end. We've got 15 tons of wood chips, which is about 15,000. Oh, we have got 2.4 tons of, I think that's the manure that's kicking around in there. I do. There's a bit in there. Yeah, there is. That is exactly what it is. 2,400, yeah, 2440 of manure in there. So yeah, I mean, the other thing is, as I said, we've got to, I suppose if we are going to do the odd contract, we may well need to have a look now at, I want to do ones that are near the biogas plant. So I mean, the ones we did should come back really, but they've not done so far. Or again, like with all things, yeah, they don't always, right. So, and also I'd like it to be silage, because silage is the one that you can make money on, and it's not me. I'm not being picky, but there's very little to be made, and we need sort of cold hard cash. So right, let's have a look. It's the 100 and somethings I think are the ones that we need. Although if you do the ones at the top of the map, yeah, see, it wants you to drag it all the way down to the biogas plant, which is, yeah, 107, 108. I think that was, it is silage. It's not the best setup, but beggars can't be choosers. Yeah, we'd have to do baler wrapping, so we could do that. Yeah, that is Tedder. One more nut one. Ooh. Tedder. Farm survival. Oh, that's us. Silage bales, biogas plant, but it's tiny. Although yeah, it still wouldn't take forever. We could 128, 129. Where are they? They're not where you think they are. 128, 129. Yeah, two little ones. 127. If yeah, I don't mind doing the Tedder ones. If yeah, let's have a look. 129. As well. Yeah, silage, Tedder, farm supply production. So still towards. So look how far across that is. You don't make as much from the bales, but the contract itself is not bad. There's 3 there, right behind the shop. Now, if I remember rightly, although I say that, I seem to recall that it's not that easy to get to those. I actually cut through the hedge at the back when I did this, because I think I bought one of these fields. I'm almost sure they're the ones. So Do you go, it looks to me, if you home in, like you go down the main road, although there's that one there, but I think that's only for those 4 fields. We'll have a look. Yeah, we will. We'll have we'll investigate next session. So I would like to. I mean, the precision farming score is important to get up, but it's not as important as earning some cold hard cash. I mean, we are going to be selling the digester in the back end, but that's still. Yeah, we've still got to raise 50,000 to do that. Yeah, I mean, even looking for equipment now is just a waste of time. It's a shame about the cab over. That really is a amazing price. Yeah, and we can get it for that. I mean, yes, I know it's an American lorry on an English map, but yeah, we can do without it. I've got to be honest with the tractors we've got, but who wouldn't want a lorry in time? But yeah, the timing's just, it really is out. Just such a shame. Anyway, I'm not going to waffle on. This has been a monster session. Next session, yeah, we've got all of the grass to do. We've got the most important thing is fertilising and liming our grass fields. We're going to leave that trundling along. We'll go through till the morning, and then of course we have our harvest. So yeah, next session is going to be in fact, yeah, do we go on till tomorrow? Yeah, it's true actually, we can do. May also be one of the, yeah, it will be the harvest for one of the fields. So is that going to be, no, not for one, it's not. So yeah, I can live with doing that. That's not going to be too terrible. And 8 till 8 o'clock. I'm not forgetting anything, am I? No. Going to hit by costs, and it's going to chip away another couple of grand from our thing. But we're moving on through the months. I'd like, it's sort of, it is the way that you show your progress, isn't it? You're moving through the months as long as you're doing the jobs that you need to do. I mean, yeah, it's a mistake to go through the months. Yeah, it's just, yeah, it is about just under 2,000. So yeah, it is chipping away. Yeah. And we will have a look at our, let's zoom out. I think it is going to be 93 is going to be ready next month. 71 is ready, and 72 is a long way off. So yeah, 93 is looking to me like the last growth stage, which is barley. Yes, it is, and then it's wheat the month after. Looking at that, yeah. So which is good in a way. Because we're not doing it all in one hit, which is brilliant, and we also get the grass. I've gone out of. Yeah, that is probably why I didn't want to do that. Is because obviously now cutting the grass, we're going to be 1 month late, so we're not going to get a last cut out of. Although, is it going to matter? I don't want to be cutting the grass, the animal grass, for forever. It brings in a lot of grass, admittedly. I suppose it's silage. It is a bit of a gold mine if we don't need all of that, although I think we will, because this is... Let's just do something, right? Let's save the game. And let's have a look at just buy... This is not going to happen. This is me just... Yeah, I'm going to buy an animal. I know I did see something, a yellow... Yeah. Ah, there we go. So which is this for? Yeah, we really need to know what. It's at 700. Right, okay, but this is... It's not telling us which... Cow barn with feed. Yeah, I know, but is this the milking one, or if it was carcass, it's not going to have a milking thing. I like your thinking. Yeah, it's got the feeding robot, but if this is the carcass one, then that's not going to have the milking paraphernalia, and I can't see that it has. Oh, hang on. You say that. What's that over there then? Is it? I think so. Besides which, it is possible that it's the same barn and you're going to have those in them both. Let's have a look. I'd just like to buy... Yeah, so we don't really even need to buy one. We can see it's 700. Cow barn with feeding robot. And I was spot on, right. So we don't really know which one is which, because one is for, yeah, if we look into our animals, one is for, like, is it though? There was a way that I could see this. I think it was on the map itself. Hang on one second. No. So you could technically go have 1,500 animals, which would be phenomenal. Whoa, this is 850. So, yeah, I mean, basically I would presume that one's for carcasses. You would buy the animals. Yeah, I'm overthinking it, aren't I? I am. It's because I've never gone for carcass, literally for just the meat cows. So, of course, yes. We can go with if we want 850 mil, because I've never ever had that amount of animals. The manure that is going to kick up is going to be absolutely tremendous. Now, I think this is going to be a slow burn because we are struggling at this particular outset. Of course, we can change that. We have got, yeah. Let's have a look at how much we've got on hand now in our production, because that is going up at 250 odd tons per day. Grass to hay has now got 227 tons, 514 tons of silage. If we're totally short, we could just sell 100 tons of silage, and that will bring in quite a lot of cash. And then, of course, we've got the 223 tons of digestate, so that again is going to bring in an awful lot. And when we do get that, even if we, as I said, we don't need to go massive to begin with. Go massive is not always. Yeah, my thing is I always used to, if I'd got a 500 thing that I'd put 500 animals in it. You don't have to. If you're a cat, it would take you years to get up to that kind of thing from our start to fill those barns. And obviously we've got a challenge because we're going to reinvest in side businesses. Productions is going to make this a little bit more than a standard farmer would actually have access. Well, you know what I mean. We can. It's not just about farming anymore. It is about producing things from the farm. I like that. It's a real challenge, and the mods that are coming through now are amazing. They truly are. Some are cheeky, some are daft, well, too good, and then most are balanced. I've got to be honest, there aren't many terrible ones that throw the play balance out awfully. They're not really. Anyway, yes, I'm waffling. These are things for the future. Yes, I think we're going to start, and we won't have many cows, but if we can actually have the manure and the slurry, again, the biggest thing, we may have to buy the straw in for the bedding. I think we're going to probably be using the straw for the mix, which we'll obviously use in the robot barn. We should start with one. Doesn't really matter which one. We will start with the milkers first, and then we'll go for some carcass later on. So yes, I've never done the carcass, so I'm going to have to do my homework on that. Or we'll learn as we go along, one or the other. It's going to be really about getting them young and then doing them and then selling them when they're obviously worth far more. So it is just bringing them on, isn't it, really? Which is what a lot of farmers do. I've known a few farmers that literally do that, and it's a long game. It really was. I think it was a 5-year process. The small holding farmer that I knew many years ago now, actually thinking about it. And yeah, he was very small scale, but it's not the point. The process is still the same. He would literally bring his cow on, and it was sort of like a 5-year process. He'd get it for cheap, but he'd sell it for thousands. So yeah, it was a good money, but it was a slow burn. If you worked out the hours he spent to earn that few thousand, it really is a labour of love. It was. He only did one at a time, so. Yeah, but I mean, obviously we're doing it on a bigger scale, so hopefully we'll bring in far more. And then there's the milk, and then there's the manure and the slurry that we're going to go into our fertiliser business once we're doing it properly, and we're going to sell it at that point. We've also got a little bit of wood chips that's going to bring in a few thousand, so that's going to save our bacon later on in the year. But for now, yeah, next session then we will be doing our harvest of, what is it? What is that? Oats. Yeah, we'll be doing our oat harvest. It's not a massive field. We know this. We've literally sort of sprayed it and all the rest of it. So, but we will obviously. Yeah, not sure what I'm going to do with the actual oats themselves. Whether I can't, well, we can't do production until next March, so we may well sell all of our. So we might make some seeds, though. That is one thing I am going to say, out of our own things. And yeah, I suppose that is true. Well, no, I did say not. Yeah, self-sufficient. So. Although are we twisting that too much if we use our production to make the it's only a matter of selling the things, but also in a slightly, is that obeying the letter of the law? Or yeah, let me know what you think, if I should be able to do that, because that would be grateful of your opinion on whether if I do the oats to seeds and sell the seeds in the back end, that is I mean, because obviously we said about self-sufficiency, but that's not self-sufficient, but also it is our own produce, so it's one of those, do I or don't I think I'll strive. Yeah, I'll be guided by yourselves, and if you haven't got an opinion, then I'll think about it then on. Yeah, truthfully. But for now, I'm going to say thank you very much for watching. Truly do hope that you're going to stick with me on this journey, and I'm going to say goodbye for now.